Hey up chatter gang!
In today's video we are staying at Blackpool's WELHORNY, which is a male naturist hotel.
And we want you to strip off with us because he's Colin.
He's Tim.
And together we are the Chatter Guys.
Come on, let's get naked.
Oh.
WELHORNY is a naturist hotel for men, and I think it's good that they're very clear on their policy for nudity there. Before you go, they send you an email that's an agreement that whilst you are there, you will be naked whilst you're in any of the public rooms. And I think that's a really good idea because if everybody's naked, there's no embarrassment. Whereas I think if odd people are wearing clothes, you feel a little bit vulnerable, I think. What do you think, Colin?
Yeah, exactly. They do state that for anyone that is nervous, which is good to know, that if anyone is nervous about appearing naked in front of people, that you can wear briefs, but only for a very short length of time, and then you would be expected to go fully nude. And I agree with you. There would be nothing worse than being in the bar area, nude, surrounded by other people, and then someone coming in dressed. It just won't it just won't feel right for them or the people that are nude.
Yeah,
I've got no
absolutely.
problem with appearing nude in public. We've gone to nudist beaches, haven't we, in Spain?
We do. Yes, we have been to nudist beaches. We don't mind getting our kit off at all.
No.
I'm just thinking about other people who, if there's other people dressed, you just feel a bit, cover myself up a bit, don't you?
Yeah.
So I think that's a really good idea.
It's a very good
policy. And it makes it clear to everybody that's what's expected of you. However, it's a bit like a dress code in that it can be a bit of a nuisance. Like, for example, one morning I was up in the room and we were ready to go out and I needed to pop down to the bar to get some more milk, and I was just like, oh no, I've got all my clothes on. If I go downstairs I'm going to have to take all the clothes off.
Policy's policy.
It is, and I think it's good, but for little situations like that, it's just like, oh no. I'm sure no one would have minded, but for the reasons that we expect to say, I wouldn't want to do it anyway.
Also, upon arrival at the hotel, before you are given your keys, you're also given another separate paper, which is rules and regulations of the hotel. Once again, stipulating that you have to be nude at all times in public rooms. There's also another note that also states that there's no cameras allowed and no photography. Hence the reason why this video is a bit mixed up. We were obviously allowed to film in our own room, but we couldn't film the breakfast or in any of the other rooms. And do you know something? It absolutely works wonders, because in the bar, no one was on the phones, no one was playing on the phones, everybody was talking to each other.
Yeah.
And it brought back many happy memories when you went into a pub and people talked to each other. It's great.
This is room number 2 at WELHORNY. We've been here for 3 nights now and we're about to leave, so we just want to show you around, show you what it's like. First thing I have to say, when we arrived, this room was absolutely pristine, spotlessly clean, and we've tried to make it look as nice as we can after we've been here for 3 days. So you will see, first of all, it is a triple room. We've got a double bed here, single bed there. I do think it would have worked better as a double room, because that way the wardrobe could have been moved out of the way and the bed could have been moved away from the wall. I had to crawl in the bed from the bottom every night, which is not great when you need to get up in the middle of the night for a tinkle. But we do have drawers. We've got 2 bedside cabinets with 3 sets of drawers. That was perfectly fine for all our underpants and jumpers.
Wears and tears.
Wears and tears, all our wears and tears. Wardrobe, obviously Colin's going to count the number of coat hangers, but let me just tell you, he was not disappointed. The decor, well, I'll just talk you through it, shall I? Everywhere in this building's got a dado rail. Just want to show you this wallpaper here, which is behind the bed.
It's very abstract, that, isn't it?
Don't know what this is. It's a piece of gold wood in the middle and it's got all fingerprints around it. No idea what that is. Bedside lamp way over here, which is great for the third person, which we didn't have, but Colin had to get out of bed to turn the light off at night.
For the reasons we stated earlier, we can't show you breakfast because we're not allowed to take our phones into any of the public areas, but it is a unique experience, isn't it, breakfast?
Yeah.
They serve it at 10 o'clock in the morning, usually. And then about a couple of minutes before, you would just hear this shout from the bottom of the stairs, breakfast is ready! And then you hear everybody coming out of their room and getting downstairs for the breakfast. But what did you think of the actual food, Colin?
The actual food was unbelievably nice, I thought. They did ask us the night before if we wanted anything removing from a normal breakfast, which we didn't, did we?
No, we just had everything.
We just said no black pudding, but he said, oh, we don't do black pudding, which was a good thing for us. But I've got to say, of all the breakfasts in Blackpool that we've had in different hotels, that was the best for me.
I think it's certainly one of the nicest. Yeah. Definitely.
The sausages that they had were definitely...
Oh, brought back happy memories for you, didn't it, that sausage,
there
Colin?
Was definitely...
you better explain that point.
Yes, there was definitely at Richmond sausages that they used. As soon as I bit into them, I'm like, oh, this is just like having one of my mum's breakfasts that she used to make. My mum used to always cook with Richmond sausages. I just liked the whole experience. Now, there was no cereal.
No cereal.
You just got coffee or tea, and then you got your full breakfast. But
yeah, you got your toast with your breakfast as well, so no marmalade or jam.
No marmalade.
No.
However, I normally for breakfast I just have cereal, and that fills me up. So when we go away and we have cereal, and then we have the then we have the English breakfast, I'm struggling sometimes
and then
with
toast and jam on top.
That wasn't the case with that one. I found everything about them ingredients perfect. The beans were perfect, the tinned tomatoes were perfect, the egg was cooked to perfection.
It was.
All the 3 mornings.
Yeah.
It was warm, it was no complaints whatsoever. Well on it, you do know how to put a good breakfast together.
You do.
Tim, what were your thoughts on the breakfast?
Same as you. Not got nothing to add to that. It was really nice. Served pretty quickly. Yeah, probably freshly cooked, I would think, as well.
Yeah. What did you think about dining nude?
Do you know what? You don't think about it, do you?
No.
Like, it's quite handy, because you get up, have your shower, and just go downstairs and have your breakfast, and you don't have to bother wondering what to wear or anything like that. And I didn't really think anything about it.
No. And you're not embarrassed. You're not embarrassed when you're asking for the salt a bit further down the table. Not embarrassed at all. It's unbelievable. It's back to naturism.
Yeah, it just didn't cross my mind at all, really. Yeah. I didn't have no clothes on.
There you go. That's the breakfast at WELHORNY's. There is plenty of tea and coffee facilities available. So you see there's a nice jar of coffee, tea, sugar. The coffee, it took a while to get used to, but actually after a couple of cups it's quite nice. It comes with fresh milk. You just, if you want a little top up, you just go down and they'll give you a little top up.
Yeah, that's a flask, isn't it? So it keeps fresh.
Yep, and then also water as well. So there's plenty of facilities there on that nice little table, and there's a lovely heater here. Although there's heating in the room, there's also an additional heater if you just want to a quick fire heat up. So it's been lovely and warm, I must say. We've not had to use it all the time, have we?
No, just to dry our coats out when we got soaked.
And the television, I think, I've been trying to work that out, I think it's a 22. We've not had it on. Oh, we had it one night when we come in a little bit early. Yeah. Nice big mirror.
Oh, and there I am.
And this is the plastic chandelier. How camp is this? All lit up with the candles.
And there above it you can see the polystyrene ceiling tiles.
Lovely.
What do you think about the artwork, Colin?
I love the artwork. We're going to get censored on YouTube now, aren't we?
We might have to cut this bit out.
What did you think about the bar area, Colin?
I thought it was a lovely, very large bar area. There's lots of space. There's a nice fish tank in during the day, covered up on a night.
Yeah.
The bar prices are very reasonable for hotels.
Very reasonable for hotels.
Yeah.
I think a little bit more than in the bars, but normally hotel prices are way above what they charge in actual bars, aren't they?
There's plenty of games activities. I could see that there were a giant
Connect 4.
Connect 4. There was a giant Twister. I could see them games piled up. A Jenga. There was a pool table. There was loads of activities. So I know they do games nights. We didn't have any games nights when we were there because it were busy with Christmas. But I do know they have specialist games nights there. So there's a lot of activity in the bar. But going back to the no policy of having no mobiles, I just found that everybody were up for a conversation. And when you saw solo people coming into the bar and they sat down on their own, it only took a matter of a couple of minutes for someone to stand up and go and talk to them, didn't it?
Yeah. It is much friendlier.
For the social aspect in WELHORNY, they've got it ticked off to a T. Now, I know we've got different thoughts on this, Tim, but when it got a bit later, music started and the lights were dimmed, and they had an amazing light show on with lasers. They had a mirror ball, and I thought it was brilliant. And I must say, the music were just a good mixture of good music, dance music, all kinds of different genres playing during the night.
And you could request what?
It weren't loud. It were loud enough to enjoy, but not too loud that you could have a conversation with someone next to you. So once again, I'm going to give a big thumbs up to WELHORNY for organising a good night in there. It were perfect. But your thoughts on the bar area?
No, I agree with everything you said. I would like to say a little thing about the decor.
Okay.
Very old-fashioned, wasn't it? Dado rails everywhere. The carpet was, it was, everything was spotlessly clean, but it was just, because they've not been in there long, have they? I'm guessing that they're going to bring it all up to date, but it was clean enough, and it was nice enough. It was just,
it's very homely,
out of date,
very out of date, homely atmosphere to it. But like Tim says, and I'll emphasise this, spotlessly clean everywhere.
Absolutely, and you can tell when you're in bare feet.
And you could see them. Sorry.
You can tell if its carpet's dirty if you've got bare feet, can't you? And it wasn't at all.
Bare foot, and I never had one bit of muck on my foot. And also as well, the hosts were constantly cleaning. They were constantly cleaning the tables. They were constantly cleaning the bar area. Constantly cleaning the rooms. It was just spotlessly clean.
Yeah, absolutely can't complain about cleanliness
The
at all.
The music for you, Tim?
They were all right. Yeah, it's like you say. It was. It wasn't a main feature really, because whilst there was room to have a dance, and people were like odd people were having a dance, but it was on the carpet, so people didn't tend to dance much really. It's more background music really. It didn't offend.
Yeah. We've asked them to. We've requested a karaoke night.
Oh, we have, and they said they were right up for that, weren't they? They were,
They're looking into it.
That'll be fun.
Naked karaoke. Could be a new thing.
Absolutely.
The most exciting bit of any room review, counting the coat hangers.
Yeah, certainly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12.
Wow.
So 12 is enough for 2 guests. However, bear in mind this is a triple room.
Oh yes, I'd forgotten that.
So 13, 14, 15, 16. 2 short for 3 people. 2 short for 3 people, but 4 extra for 2 people.
So Colin, the all-important bed test.
Certainly.
And what's the verdict, Colin?
It's not as springy as some of our beds. It's all right.
I thought it was a bit hard the first night, but I did get used to it. I thought the pillows were a bit lacking, a bit limp.
Yeah, I must say, after 3 nights, I slept like a baby last night. So yeah, a good bed.
And what do you have to say about the hosts, Paul and Darren?
I'll say this to him. Paul was busy behind the bar the 3 nights we were there. He were all constantly working behind the bar non-stop. And Darren was constantly walking about as well. He was entertaining the guests, talking to the guests. Very friendly. The two of them work very well together.
Yeah, work very hard as well.
Work very, very hard. I mean, they were working the socks off during breakfast, and then every time we went down to the bar, they were both working the socks off. And I would imagine then cleaning the rooms and things like that. It's a very tough job for them. But fair play to them for what they're doing. I think they'll have, well, I know and hope they'll have lots of success doing what they're doing. What were your thoughts?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they will. I'm sure they will. There's no other offering like it in Blackpool that we're aware of. It's a true naturist hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they do really well, and they deserve every success.
They do. We'll definitely. I'll ask the question, Tim. Would you stay in WELHORNY's again?
Yes, I would. I find it a little bit inconvenient to have your clothes off all the time. But apart from that, yeah. But I do, as I said before, I do agree with the policy that you should be naked all the time. It's just a little bit inconvenient, that's all. But
yeah,
it's a naturist hotel at the end of the day.
And I guess you can tell that I would definitely stay again. Can't wait for karaoke night.
This is the bathroom. It's absolutely tiny, so I'm just going to have to open the door for you and get out of the way so Colin can film.
Yeah. So here you have the very small sink, don't we?
Yes, it's not a full-size hand basin. It's great for washing your hands, but not so great when you're trying to have a shave.
Nice mirror.
Yeah.
And I do love these matching towels that we've got. I like the colour. The colour, it's unusual to have them in different colours than white.
Yeah, it makes a change, doesn't it? The only place to put your stuff is on the lid of the toilet, unfortunately. There are no other shelves. And in the shower, there's only room for one, isn't there, Colin?
There is only room for one. However, fair play, the water is lovely and warm. It's probably the warmest shower I've had in Blackpool. And
certainly the highest pressure. It's really, really good pressure.
Yeah, it's a perfect shower. I loved it. And there is also a basket to put your shower stuff in there. So it's a perfect shower from me.
So that's WELHORNY Naturist Hotel in Blackpool for you.
We do hope you like the video. If you do, please give us a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel and don't want to miss out on any of our future videos, then please subscribe because it'll cost you
absolutely nought. Thanks for watching, Chatter Gang. We'll catch you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.